Hey YouTubers, I'm back. I'm a little late on this review. Said possibly yesterday. Well, it's after midnight, so 2 days ago. But I'm here. So I'm reviewing the House on Haunted Hill remake, and I'm also reviewing the 2001 Maniacs. I'm gonna do this a little differently. Near the end of the video, I am gonna say spoilers so I can kind of go into a little more why I liked the movies, so I'm not ruining the story for those of you who haven't seen it. But I'll give you a warning and everything. Okay, let's start with House on Haunted Hill, the remake. I really like this one. I've never seen it before. I've seen the original, and I thought that they kind of kept close to the original. I mean, with some changes to make it more modern and everything. The fact that the head poncho guy's last name is Price, and the original actor Vincent Price was in the first one, was pretty cool that they did that. It was weird to start out with, but I liked it a lot. Jeffrey Combs was also in it. I love his work. I mean, he's done like the Reanimator, and he's also done a lot of Star Trek stuff, among some other horror movies. He's a pretty good actor. He's kind of underrated, but he does a lot of low budget horror movies and kind of unknown ones. But yeah, he's a pretty good actor. Um, Near the beginning of the movie, they advertised Blockbuster, which I thought was funny. It was VHS. You could clearly see in the middle, and the only other movie that I've seen that would be Yes Man, because in the beginning of the movie, that's where Jim Carrey is in a Blockbuster. Other than that, like Chris Kattan was in House on Haunted Hill. His character was a little annoying, but that's how he usually plays most of his characters. He was all screaming and everything. It kind of reminded me of the girl from the original Night of the Living Dead, just screaming all the time, which was kind of funny. Which I'll get to that in the original too, because there's a character that does that. Um, some other things I liked about it, like they had really awesome effects that they worked with in their cool camera techniques. Let's see some of the other things. The acting was good. They had great lists of actors. I can't remember all their names, but I mentioned Jeffrey Combs, and there was Chris Kattan, amongst some other well-known actors that I don't remember at this point. At least their names. If I saw the face, I'd remember them. Uh, Going with that movie, I would say that one deserves an 8 out of 10. Because, I mean, you can't really call it original. It's a remake, but they did well with it. They made some changes to make it work for the new age, which I liked. So the next movie would be 2001 Maniacs, which, like I said before, I own that one. And that one I kind of really fell in love with. I liked it. It's not a serious horror movie at all. That one is a comedy horror. Most horror movies with Robert Englund are comedy horrors. But Robert Englund does play the mayor of Pleasantville in this movie. Love his work also. I mean, haven't seen anything with Robert Englund that I don't like. I mean, that might sound a little biased, but he does good work, and I guess he just doesn't choose shitty work. Some other things, some of the really good actors, like Liz, what was her last name? I can't remember her last name. She works a lot with Robert Englund, and I've seen her in movies like Dead End. She's pretty hilarious and awesome in the horror movies. She plays Gran in 2001 Maniacs. Another character that was pretty awesome is Hucklebilly. I thought he was pretty funny and everything. And they keep calling him Huckleberry, and he's like, no, it's Hucklebilly. He's pretty cool. It's really gory. There's a lot of nude scenes. The gore is really creative in how they do things. I mean, I've seen a lot of creative gore before, and this one does a lot of things with it. It's pretty awesome. It is offending, but like I said, it's comedy horror. It's not meant to be serious. They're not going to apologize for the things they say. Um, I mean, it makes fun of the South everywhere. So, yeah. Let's see what else was there. I mean, there's a rainbow of assortments of characters in there. I mean, they have lesbians in there. They have a black guy in there, Asian. They have gays in there. They have just about everything in that movie. And Tim Sullivan was the director. I think he did a pretty awesome job. I really liked it. That one, I think I would give a 9 out of 10. I mean, just because it's really creative, it's funny, the gore is pretty awesome, and the acting quality is pretty good for the type of film it is. You don't see a lot of good acting quality in comedy horror these days. So yeah, that's pretty much what I thought about those two movies. I guess about now is where I tell you that spoilers. So I'll give you a few seconds. If you've seen the movie before, then you might want to keep watching. If you haven't seen the movies before, then I would probably click off the video so you don't hear things that you don't want to hear in case you want to see them. So with House on the Haunted Hill, I'm going to kind of compare it to the original. Not a complete comparison, more like just say what they changed and what they didn't. The new House on the Haunted Hill is a supernatural movie, unlike the original one, which is just kind of a psychological thriller. There's no real ghosts or anything in the first one. In the new one, there is. I mean, I guess that's the main difference. They changed, of course, the people that have to stay there. They changed them around because it's a different age. Some other differences. I guess the house is in an insane asylum, in like hospital type insane asylum, instead of in just an old house that's said to be haunted. Um, it stays pretty true to the movie. Birthday party, jealous husband trying to kill his wife, all that. Doctor trying to make it look like he killed her, and everything. All in all, they stay true to it and make a few changes to make it interesting. I gave the original one an 8 out of 10. Or no, 9 out of 10. The new one got an 8 out of 10. And because it's a classic. Vincent Price, you can't go wrong with. He's pretty awesome. It is a true classic. The fact that in the original one, there only was 2 deaths and there was no ghost makes it pretty awesome. And now for 2001 Maniacs, some of the scenes, like there's the shish kebab scene for the gay guy. It was pretty interesting and all that. There was the Southern Belle scene. That one was a pretty interesting one. I thought the milkmaid was pretty cool and everything. She does return for the second one. Unfortunately, Robert Englund couldn't make it filming for the second one, but Liz, who played Granny, did make it for the second one. Trying to think of some other awesome scenes in 2001 Maniacs. There was the horse pull one. The fact that you can see the tattoo when they're eating some of the meat there. All in all, there was some awesome deaths in that movie, and they poked fun at a lot of things. So, I guess that's my reviews for today, or this morning, whatever time it is. You can probably hear my cats in the background. So I look forward to having more suggestions. I will be possibly doing the Human Centipede for the next one, and if nobody gives me suggestions, I got some Christmas horror movies queued, which I should be getting soon, so maybe I'll do one of those if I don't get another one. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good one.